Welcome back to Bruce Henn's garage. Update on the Vagabond Falcon's new engine. A little bit of leaves in here, got in there. This is, I'll show you some new parts. This is a carbureted intake. This little bit here, I got this from Troy, he threw it in for free. This little bit here was machined out. I think that might have been an old school thing that some people did to try to get better airflow. Who knows? Bruce, who's in the office right now talking to people, he gave us these, as you saw in the video on Thursday. These are aluminum valve covers that look very nice, which means we have a whole big space to maybe powder coat these, paint them, or what have you, and we have all this room now to write anything we want. We could have this say regular, we could have this say this is a valve cover, we could say Vagabond across here. Oh, so many options. Now, carburetor time. This was the one you saw earlier. This is a Holley 600, and but no choke. This thing fits on here just fine. We may, I think some other fans were interested in giving us some carburetors to rebuild that they have lying around. So this one could work. Bruce likes this one that Justin gave us, Justin Kramer. This is an Edelbrock 1405. This one does have a manual choke. And it doesn't have vacuum secondaries, it has manual secondaries that just open like that. You just get on the gas, get a little bit, get on the gas more, you get more. This one fits, but it's too low. The linkages here hit the valve covers. So what it's gonna need is a little plate to just sit up here a little bit, so it'll clear everything. And Bruce says that's a good idea. Farther you get this thing up, the cooler your gas is going to be. The difference between the Edelbrock and the Holley, Holley's definitely heavier. The Holley has float bowls on either side, right there and there. The Edelbrock, the whole bottom here will be filled with fuel. It doesn't really have a float bowl, it's just integrated into the entire carburetor. And Holley people and Edelbrock people like to go back and forth. That thing has advantages over this, and this thing has advantage over that. This thing in here are the equivalent of like valve needle jets like you would have in a carburetor. Now I like that because I understand motorcycle carburetors. It's where I got my start. I know like side draft Bakunis inside and out. So this makes a little bit more sense to me. This is weird to me. An electronic choke, like a little thing that expands in here that naturally opens and closes the choke like that. I like to have a manual one to be able to do it, but if we have a electronic one, well, then we have an electronic one. So Bruce likes the Edelbrock, so unless something far superior comes along, we may be going with this one, but this does need to get rebuilt. So what do you think of that right there? That'll be the Vagabond Falcon's 302. Now, seals and everything done on this as well, and Bruce wants to put a leak down test on here to make sure his mind can be put at ease. Of course, all the EGR stuff is, as Troy said, needs to be blocked off, because it's a classic car. It doesn't need all that. So that's the update with the engine. Thank you.